I do want to start this video by saying that the air is blowing, so if you guys hear that as the background noise, please do forgive me. I do not know how loud it is, but yeah, I hope y'all can hear me. But anyways, focusing on yourself, your own life, your own reality, and creating from your own original mind, like creating originally from your mind, is the most magnetic thing you can do. If you can actually see yourself doing something, do it. If you can envision it, it is so possible for you to do it. You might not be able to do it like right away, but there are baby steps that you can take to get to where you're trying to go. But focusing on yourself is the most important aspect, because when you focus on yourself, when you are living authentically in your own reality, creating from your own mind, not looking at what someone else is doing and saying, I want that, let me work towards what they have going on, but focusing and envisioning the things that you want and saying, I'm doing that, I'm working towards that, and making it happen, that is the most magnetic thing you can do in your whole entire life. Because the things that are out there that are meant for you, that you do not have yet but you will have at a later date in time, the things that your future self already has, the things that your highest self has already achieved, your most loving, abundant self has already achieved, the only way you can get those things is if you focus on yourself. Because in so many words, focusing on yourself emits a frequency. It emits a pure vibrational frequency, meaning there is no outside energies playing in your energy, meaning the energy that you are emitting is completely yours. And so if it's completely yours, then the things that are meant for you is going to find you. But if you are focused on what somebody else has, what somebody else is going on in their life, for example, if someone is driving, I don't know, like let's say, I don't know nothing about cars. Let's say, I don't know, like a Rolls Royce, right? And you know damn well, like you don't really care for the flashy stuff, but because they have it, it's kind of like a, is that a good example? We're gonna roll with it. We just gonna roll with it. Rolls Royce, we gonna roll with it. But yeah, and you're just kind of like, you don't really care about the car, but you like how they're being seen. I don't really know like where I'm going with this. I don't really know where I'm going with this. But in so many words, you're looking at what this person has going on. You're tapping into their energy, because the more and more you pay attention to something, the stronger its presence becomes in your life. So if you are paying attention, if you are paying attention to things that has nothing to do with you, that has things that are outside of you, then things that things that are outside of you is going to come in your energy, and it will no longer, and you will no longer, I don't know why I'm just tripping up over my words today, y'all. Like I guess I'm a little excited to be making this video, but when those outside things start to come into your energy, because that's all you're focusing your energy on, and so its presence is getting stronger in your life, you no longer emit a pure vibrational frequency. But when you focus on yourself, and on top of that, focusing on yourself will also help you realize that you have so much more than you think you have. The reason a lot of people be happy is because they be comparing. They look at somebody else's life and then they look at theirs and they be comparing. Comparison is the killer of happiness. Comparison is the killer of gratitude. Comparison is actually the opposite of gratitude. Because when you start to say they have this and I have this, that's being ungrateful. No, excuse me, it's you can make the observation and say, okay, they have this and I have this, but I love what I have, and you know, if I was meant to have that thing, then I'd have it. You get what I mean? Like that type of mindset, I feel like it's okay. But when you are steady comparing to what somebody else has to what you have, you are really throwing off your vibrational frequency, and you gotta stop doing that. The biggest thing that I have ever done for myself was get off social media. Literally, sometimes I get bored and I'll be like, damn, like, but I'm at the point, I haven't been on Instagram for 7 months, and I've actually been very inconsistent. Like before 2024, I think I was on Instagram like towards the end of 2023, before the end of 2023, I was probably on Instagram like once a month, twice a month. You get what I mean? Or I'll get on there once out of the month and then post like a bunch of random memes on my story and log out for another month and do the same thing. And the only reason is like, even before 2023, like 2021, 2022, I started to feel unsatisfied with Instagram. Like, I would just be scrolling for hours and hours, and I'm like, nothing, like, deep down inside, I couldn't put my finger on it. Looking back, I know exactly what it was. It's because I'm tuned into everybody else's life. That is what, when you go on Instagram, are you looking at your life? No. When you go on Twitter, are you looking at the things that you are coming up with? No. Same thing as TikTok. Are you steady watching yourself every time you open social media? No. Social media is really, I feel like social media is the biggest cause of depression and mental health issues. Outside of like for people who are fine and then they be on social media chronically, yeah, you'll start to realize a lot is going on. And ever since the year started, I've just been feeling happier and happier and happier. Granted, I do go through things. I'm a human being, but at the same time, it's nothing like, you know, they say new level, new devil. The higher you vibrate, the higher your vibrational frequency, the closer you are to God, the more negative things that seek you out. It's crazy, because you would think like, when you at a lower vibrational frequency, you'll start to think like it's a bunch of negative things seeking me out. The negative things won't really be seeking you out because they can easily get to you if you are on a low vibrational frequency. Depression, anxiety, worry, anger, all of those negative things are negative energies that have easy access to you because you're at a low vibrational frequency. But the higher you get, you'll start to realize, and the happier you get, the closer to God you get, or whoever you believe in, or you know what I mean, like the more protected you are, the more peace you have in your life. That's who those demons out there, the devil, all those negative energies, that's who they're seeking. They are seeking people like that. But you gotta know. I heard something yesterday. Somebody said good things and bad things are seeking you out because of who you are. I don't know why this definitely just veered off topic, but I feel like I had to say that because somebody probably needs to hear this. Good things and bad things are seeking you out. You being you being in your pure vibrational energy, right? Untouched, nobody is playing in your energy, right? And that's why solitude is important. A few months ago, like when I first started my channel, I made a video about embracing a season of solitude, and I get it now. I get why solitude is so important, because when you are not, I don't want to say isolated because I feel like that has a negative connotation, but when you are literally just, when it's literally just you, there is nobody else you could really be focusing on. When they say solitude, literally in so many words, solitude means focus on yourself. When you are in a season of solitude, you are meant to be focusing on yourself. And I am so blessed to be in this season of solitude, because this is a huge opportunity for me to attract everything, because there is nobody playing in my energy. I'm not worried about anybody else. It's just me. You understand what I'm saying? I am at the point in my life where I don't know the right word I'm looking for, but I am at the most optimal point in my life. I'm at the best position in my life right now to really receive, because it is literally just me and God. Literally just me and God. But I was saying something about the good and the bad seeking you out. You have to know when to raise your sword. And you have to know when to put it down. When something comes into your life and you use your discernment and you listen to your intuition and you know it's not good for you, you raise your sword and you fight it. But if you know it's good for you, you let your guard down and you allow it into your life. It's like a gate, and you gotta stand guard. You gotta stand guard of your mind. You can't be, and that's another thing why I say you gotta get off social media. Because if you are just constantly, like, your mind is open and you're constantly letting all this stuff, what other people got going on, what this person got going on, what Jimmy did last night, and Jimmy's out partying and Susie's out having a blast, and this person just got a brand new car, and this person just bought a house, and whatever the case may be, you start to get unhappy with your own reality. That's what happens when you're focused on other people's reality and you're constantly, the gate is just open, you're constantly just letting that in. That's what happens. Because when you go on your phone, whether you realize it or not, subconsciously you are seeking out information, whether you know it or not. You might not be consciously thinking that. You might be thinking, let me go on here just to laugh, or let me go on here just to whatever the case may be. But no matter what it is you're reasoning, your conscious reasoning in, your conscious reasoning is, excuse me y'all, like I said, I don't know what's going on with me. I'm really excited to make this video for some reason. Like, I've been really, I don't know, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but in so many words, your subconscious mind is in so many words, seeking out information, because as the soul, you are here to learn and you are here to grow. So no matter what it is that you do, you will always be looking for something to learn. You will always be seeking out an opportunity to grow. You will always be seeking out new experiences, even if you don't realize it, because it's something subconsciously. Just like breathing, we don't really, okay, now I'm thinking about breathing. Now I'm thinking about breathing, but just like breathing, it just happens subconsciously. You don't have to think about it. You already just know you're here to breathe. You gotta breathe. And so in so many words, subconsciously, you know that you're here to learn. You know that you're here to grow, and you know that you're here to experience. So every time, no matter what it is that you do, subconsciously, I'm repeating myself because it's important. I feel like I gotta repeat it because somebody out there needs to hear this. I'm so serious. You are seeking out information in everything that you do, literally. So if you're trying to seek out information in everything that you do, right, focus on yourself. Focus on creating the life that you are imagining so much in your mind. The time that you spend focusing on other people's reality, you could be using that time to focus on your own reality and to better yourself from within, so that way you won't have to go without. You understand what I'm saying? The changes you make within will grant you everything you need without. By without, I mean literally without your being. Outside of your being, outside of your body, outside of what's going on internally, you will have everything you need. I'm so serious, but you gotta focus on yourself. Stay tuned for my next video, because it's talking about, like, I'm gonna get into like time and energy and how to use it and everything, and like why it's so important and how to really, hey man, stay tuned for the next video, because today is July 5th, so y'all will be seeing this on the 6th. So stay tuned for tomorrow, which is the 7th, because I'm gonna really drop that video. But part of me just wants to keep this video going. Like, I could really say so much, but at the same time, I feel like I said enough. It's so important that you focus on yourself. If you want to attract the things that have been promised to you before you were even born, because before you even get here, you make an agreement with God to fulfill your purpose and to do what you need to do. And on top of that, boom, on top of that, when you focus on yourself, when you focus on yourself, deep down inside, like I said, subconsciously, you are always seeking out information. So imagine what's going to happen if you're focusing on yourself, right? You're going to learn more about yourself. You're going to be seeking information about who you are. And when you find out who you are, you find out your purpose in life. A lot of people don't know what their purpose is, but when you focus on yourself, I am so serious, when you focus on yourself, how do you think I found out my purpose? I've been in a season of solitude before, and then I let boredom and loneliness take me out of it. That's another thing. Do not let boredom and loneliness take you out of focusing on yourself. Put yourself first before anything. If you had plans to try something new, but then your friends ask you to go out, you decide which one is more important. The more time you spend on yourself, the more time you spend watering yourself, literally, you will see major changes. A plant's not going to grow without water. It's simple as that. The less water a plant gets, the slower it grows. The less sunlight it gets, the slower it grows. The less nutrient it gets, the slower it grows. So the more you focus on watering that plant and nourishing that plant, you will realize it's growing stronger and healthier and bigger and better and taller each and every day. Like, the only way to find out what your purpose is in life, literally to focus on yourself. You're not going to find out, and it makes so much sense when you think about it, because how are you going to find your purpose if your face is steady buried in your phone looking at what other people have going on in their lives? Does that make any sense? No, you're not going to find your purpose like that. The way you're going to find your purpose is by looking at your life, but doing the things that you love to do from the heart. It's gotta come from the heart. I think this is what I was saying earlier. When you focus on yourself, you're seeking out information on yourself. And the more information you seek about yourself, the more you learn about yourself, the more you learn about who you are, the more you learn about who God sent you here to be, the more you learn about what God sent you here to do. And you will never know if you're steady focused, if you're spending majority of your time in the day. Because give or take, most people can stay awake from between 12 to 16 hours. Some more, I don't know, but just the average person, 12 to 16 hours. So if you are spending 9 hours of the day on social media, looking at what other people got going on, you got to cut that out. You've got to cut that out. Do some recreational things. Get your hands busy. Create. Make things with your hands. The only way to make it happen is to make it happen. And the way you make something happen is with your hands. The only way to take from what's going on in here, the only way to take that painting that you see, we're going to use it as a painting, right? We're going to describe it as a painting. Your dream life is this beautiful painting in your mind, right? In order to start painting, you got to pick up the paintbrush and you got to start painting the colors, baby. You got to start painting those colors. You can't just imagine how beautiful that painting will look. Wouldn't you want to see that beautiful painting that you're envisioning right in front of your face so you could admire it right in front of your face rather than just imagining it? Wouldn't you want to actually see a physical copy of that painting, the same thing that you're envisioning in here? Wouldn't you want to see that right in front of your very eyes so you don't have to think about it no more? Come on, man. As a collective, as a community, it's so important that we focus on ourselves and our own personal journeys, because life is a sacred journey. So many people say that life is short. Life is not short. So many people, the reason why so many people say that life is short is because so many people spend a short amount of their time living life. And so they say life is short, but no, you only spent a short amount of your life actually living. And so, of course, you say that moment was short. But when you true living is focusing on yourself and doing what makes you happy and living from the heart, creating, playing, being happy. Literally play, man. Literally play, man. Have fun with it. Don't just do it because you... I'm going to say one thing and then I'm going to end this video for real. The person who enjoys walking... Hear me out with this, okay? We're going to go step by step. The person who enjoys walking will get much further than the person who only enjoys the destination. So take it how it resonates. You understand what I'm saying? In so many words, as long as you enjoy creating, not what you create, but as long as you enjoy just creating and having fun and living life, you will get so much farther. As long as you enjoy focusing on yourself, nourishing yourself, learning about who you are, you will get so much farther than someone who only does these things to make themselves look a certain way. You will get so much further than someone who does certain things just for the result of it. You understand what I'm saying? But this video is pretty long. I was not planning on this, but I hope y'all really enjoyed it. And something in me, man, this video, in so many words, the moral of the story, focus on yourself. The main idea, focus on yourself. Literally, if you want to see the things that you so yearn to see in your life, focus on yourself. But that's all that I have for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you for everybody who is tuned in right now and everybody who is joining the community. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, because y'all have free will. Y'all do not have to do that. Nobody is making you do that. So the fact that y'all are actually supporting the community, whether you're just stopping by or whether you join the community, it's up to you. But I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I was gone for a little bit. I had to pick myself back up, but I'm back. My energy is back up. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling better than ever. But yeah, for real. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Until next time, bye friends.